can, held by Sheikh Zain, held by Nabi Akram on the 27th of December to the 1st of January. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Respected Sheikh, elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'd like to welcome you to tonight's program, which we commemorate the sad days of Martyrdom, remembering the great sacrifice of Imam Hussein and his family and companions. This sacrifice that they made by giving their life and everything they had for the sole aim and intention of saving the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in order to sustain the Muslim Ummah. Tonight is the 25th night of Muharram in the year 1434 AH. We remember Imam Sajjad, the fourth Imam of the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, also known as Imam Zain al-Abideen. Imam Zain al-Abideen was born on Saturday the 15th of Jamad al-Awwal in Medina. His father was Imam Hussein, son of Imam Ali ibn Abu Talib, may peace be upon them all. His mother was Shahr Banu, daughter of King Yazdargad, the second king of Persia. Imam Zain al-Abideen died at the age of 58 in Medina. On the 21st of Muharram in the year 95 AH, he was poisoned by Walid bin Abdul Malik Marwan. The Imam was buried in Jannatul Baqi in Medina. He was the only male survivor from the tragedy of Karbala, in which all the male children of Imam Ali alayhi salam, Imam Hassan alayhi salam, and Imam Hussein alayhi salam were killed. Imam Zain al-Abideen was so ill, he was unable to participate in the Battle of Karbala to fight with his father, but instead he survived the massacre. He became the fourth Imam of the 10th of Muharram, 61 Hijri. His life and the line of descendants of Imam Hussein alayhi salam survived because Imam had to go on. After Yazid released the prisoners of Karbala, Imam Sajjad alayhi salam returned to Medina with the ladies of the Ahlul Bayt, Lady Zainab, Kulthum, and Lady Ruba, may peace be upon them all. He spent the rest of his life praying and writing supplications. They were so powerful and so moving that his companions started collecting them. To this day, these supplications still exist as Sahih al-Sajjadiyah. You will find that our Imam Zain al-Abideen, was in Karbala, that he was very sick, and that in his early 20s, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ensured that he would not go to the front lines of the battlefield in Karbala, because the Imam had need to continue, but he was present. There is a story of Imam Zain al-Abideen. He was very, very ill, that he could hardly stand up, but he was well aware of what was going on. He sees his father Imam Hussein alayhi salam getting ready to the battle. He hears, "Hal min nas yansuruna." Is there anyone to help me? Imam is speaking to the public, to those on the other side. "Hal min nas yansuruna." Is there anyone to help me? Will you help me? Why? Because Imam wants to save them. When he says, "Well, I need your help," it isn't because he needs their help because he's needy. No. Yansuruna is for you and I. It means when we help him, we help ourselves. Imam Zain al-Abideen crawls out of his bed. He cries out. He pulls his sword out and he gets up and he cries out, "Baba, I am ready to help you." And I can just see the picture of the father just looking at his son. This is the next Imam. Imam Hussein looks at him. And how our Imam Zain al-Abideen can bear the scene. Allahu Akbar. When you look at the personality of Imam Zain al-Abideen, the personality, this Imam had to be patient and to bear to see his whole family being killed. And for 34 years after that, he had to be patient and to worship in silence. Allahu Akbar. The Imam was constantly in sujood and ruku, praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. By the way, the title Imam Zain al-Abideen was given to him by his enemies, not by his friends. Meaning he's the beauty of one who does ibadah. Imam Zain al-Abideen used to pray 1,000 rakahs a night, and he used to say, "I am ashamed of what you call me. For my grandfather Ali ibn Abu Talib was much greater than I was, much greater in dhikr to Allah than I was." Imam Zain al-Abideen was such a humble man, such a humble personality. Just looking at him is enough for you and I to emulate in our day-to-day lives. Not to be proud and arrogant, not to think of ourselves as great people. And yet his family was butchered. And when Imam Zain al-Abideen was to walk, people would know his presence. that when he entered Karbala after the tragedy when he entered the Holy Kaaba after the tragedy of Karbala, after he had been released from prison, as he was entering, Hisham bin Abu Malik, who was the Khalifa of the time, was trying to reach the black stone of Hajar al-Aswad. He was pushing and no one was letting him through. And then suddenly everyone stopped. They stopped from their movement and there was a silence. There was an aura. And there was a presence. There was a person who had walked in, subhanAllah. You know, when someone tells me, Imam Sahib al-Zaman is in our presence, it gives me the chills. This is not someone ordinary. This is beyond ordinary. There are people, these people who we should worship? No. These are great persons of who Allah has chosen. The Imam walks into the Kaaba and Hisham bin Abu Malik becomes jealous. What is this? Who is he? They all file away and Imam silently walks forward. And he comes to Hajar al-Aswad. He's so jealous. Who is he? Faraz steps out. The famous poet says, Arastu, Arastu. You know him. You know who he is. You'll find that people were crying when they heard what he had said to about Imam Zain al-Abideen. Who is this Imam Zain al-Abideen? He was being dragged out in chains after the tragedy of Karbala. The Imam was standing on the day after Ashura in the morning, after all the bodies had been collected. Whose bodies? The bodies of the enemy, the bodies of the Ahlul Bayt and their family were left in the bare sand. And the Imam was in chains. They say the chains were so heavy and so hot that if you were in that part of the world and you wear something metallic, it burns you. And they say the Imam had burns and scars on his wrist that helped him for many years. The Imam crossed the desert barefoot. It is almost impossible for you and I to walk barefoot on the sand. But it is the sabr of a man. He was saying that we are Imams, we have been brought to mankind. The Imam narrates, when we are under difficulty, we will be under sabr. We will be patient and we will keep saying, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. The Imam looks at Hisham bin Numair, and Hisham bin Numair is drinking water. And the Imam says, do you have any compassion? I am thirsty, would you give me some water? And Hisham bin Numair looks at him and he says, you want some water? The Imam says, yes, have some compassion. You've already done all this butchery, and we are all that is left. He looks at our Imam with an attitude and he takes the water and he spills it in front of the Imam. He says, here's your water. Our Imam looks at him patiently. No problem. We will not condemn you. We will not condemn Allah. You will see the tides will change. The Umayyad Empire gets turned over and our Imam gets released from the prison. A couple of years later, he's in Medina and the Umayyad Empire is completely flipped upside down. And Hisham bin Umair is running and he's in search of the desert in Medina. And our living Imam of the time is at the dark nights. Many years later, on his back holds a sack of wheat and rice with a food, walking in the darkness of the night looking for poor people who are hungry to feed in Medina. Allahu Akbar. A man whose family has been butchered after Karbala, after he's been released, you'd think that he would have anger upon people. No. He's concerned about people because he's an Imam, busy at night. They say Imam Muhammad al-Baqir said that when I was giving Rasul to my father, after his shahada there was marks on his back for carrying so many sacks of wheat and rice and grain to go feed the poor. This is how our Imam was. So our Imam at the time in Medina, he was carrying wheat on his back in the darkness of the night. He was walking through the night and he comes across this man. This man was the same man who spilled the water, and the man meets up with the Imam and says, I am thirsty. I am hungry, will you give me some food? Imam looks at him. Now look how history, times have turned. Now look how who's a beggar and Imam has the upper hand. Look what Islam teaches us, brothers and sisters. Allahu Akbar. It teaches us about akhlaq and good behavior. And that the very man who butchered his family, you know that if someone butchers your family, can you repay them? No. So do you forgive them? Do you hate them? Of course you would. But look at our Imam, look at the behavior he has. The Imam the man is saying, I am hungry. The Imam says, no problem. He gives him a bowl of rice and he gives him food. As he's giving him food, Hisham looks at his wrist of the Imam and notices that he has a scar. and remembers that scar. And he takes a closer look at our Imam, and he looks at him and the Imam looks at him with a smile and says, yes, this is me, the very one you refused to give me, but today I am giving you. And they say he started to cry. The enemy started to cry. Why should he not cry? Even an insect were to cry if he had such a passion about Imam's return. Good favors upon him. After he did all that, and this is the story of our blessed Imam. Even though he died with the shahadat of having to drink poison and to be removed from this world. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Salawatullah Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.